We've all experienced them. Personality tests, Myers-Briggs, DISC. There's so many of them out there. Well, what is the predictive index and how is that any different than the others? In this video, I'm going to tell you how. The predictive index is a personality profiling tool that organizations use to help teams of people work better together. But how is it broken down? It's all about people. People have drives. Drives create needs. A response to a need creates a behavior. And the predictive index helps to understand these things within an individual. When hiring somebody for a team or working with somebody, you focus on the whole person. The whole person's composed of three things. First, the head. Those are your drives. That's your cognitive functions, your abilities. Second, well, that's the heart. It's your values, your culture. And lastly, it's the hands or the briefcase. It's your knowledge, skills, experience, heck, it's your resume. These three things together are what you use to understand a whole person. But really understanding the heart, the values and cultures and the drivers behind somebody's behaviors ensures that they will fit in with your culture, with your company, and work best with the people around them. So how is the predictive index test used? It puts the right person in the right seat. We have job functions in organizations, and each job requires a certain set of skills, the hands or the briefcase. But it also requires a certain personality type to be successful in that job. That's the seat. Putting the person in the right seat ensures that not only are they qualified for the job you're giving them, they will actually enjoy doing it because the type of the work doing, it resonates with them and it works with their inherent behaviors and personality. It identifies how two individuals can work best together. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to measure the relationship between two people, and it matches team members to new opportunities. Once you understand the needs, the drivers, the values, all these things about a person, when a new opportunity opens in your company, you can look at who you already have and offer them that opportunity. A new position might open up and you have somebody on staff that'll be perfect for it and they will love doing it. So what is the test? It's very simple. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes. There are 86 descriptive adjectives, and these are just free choice responses. You read all 86 adjectives and then you click the ones that best describe you. And it's broken into two parts. The first is the self. This is how you perceive yourself, and the adjectives you choose are how you think of yourself. And part two, that's your self-concept. That's what you think other people think of you. And it's the same set of adjectives, and you answer the same things as you did in the first part. And after you've done this, you get a profile on yourself and your self-concept, you and how you perceive other people to see you, and then also another one called a synthesis. This combines the two. It's kind of like an average between the two, and it kind of shows how you would behave in your workplace. So what exactly does it tell you? There are 4 primary and fundamental personality constructs. These are dominance, extroversion, patience, and formality. What dominance is it's the degree to which an individual seeks to control his or her environment. Individuals who score high on this dimension, they're independent, assertive, and self-confident. Individuals who score low on this dimension, they're agreeable, cooperative, and accommodating. The next, extroversion, well, this is the degree which an individual seeks social interactions with other people. Individuals who score high on this dimension, they're outgoing, they're persuasive, they're socially poised. And individuals who score low in this dimension, well, they're more serious, more introspective, and task-oriented. The next is patience, the degree which an individual seeks consistency and stability in his or her environment. Individuals who score high in this dimension are patient, consistent, and deliberate. And individuals who score low on this dimension, well, they're more fast-paced and urgent and intense. And the last is formality. This is the degree for which an individual seeks to conform to formal rules and structure. Individuals who score high on this dimension, well, they're organized, they're precise, and they're self-disciplined. Those that score low on this dimension, they're informal, they're casual, and they're uninhibited. We saw a synthesis before, and that contains 2 secondary constructs, and these are around decision-making and response level. Decision-making measures how an individual processes information and makes decisions. Individuals who score high on this dimension, well, they're more objective and logical, and they're primarily influenced by facts and data. Those that score low on this dimension, well, they're more subjective, they're intuitive, and they're primarily influenced by feelings and emotions. And response level measures an individual's overall responsiveness to the environment, which is reflected in his or her energy, activity level, and stamina. Those who score high on this dimension have an enhanced capacity to sustain activity and tolerate stress over longer periods of time. Individuals who score low on this dimension have less of this capacity. This is an example of what a self-concept and synthesis chart looks like. You can see you have the 4 areas, and they go between collaborative and independent, reserved or sociable, driving and steady, flexible and precise. While these factors individually do tell a story, it's the combination of factors that tell a more important story about how a person behaves. Some of the things that we learn from the combinations are, is this person more task-oriented or people-oriented? Are they more proactive or more responsive? Are they comfortable or cautious with risk? Are they quick to connect with people, or do they take their time connecting with others? Are they more informal or formal? And are they more casual or careful with the rules? Looking at the different factors gives us this picture of a person. So where it really gets exciting is once you already know you and you know who you are, you can then also understand others and how you interact with them. I'll give you an example. There are some people that I know, whenever they want to discuss something, they immediately call me. Right out of the blue, they just give me a call. Now, I might answer it if it's somebody close, but if somebody else, I might be busy, I'm just going to maybe call them back. Because it's my inclination, in the same situation, to send an email. I am more formal and more reserved. So I'm going to send an email asking the question or even scheduling a time for a call. Whereas this other, less formal, more outgoing person, they're going to want to talk right away. And as long as we understand this about each other, the whole thing just works. And what's great is, using these tools, you can have the relationship guide where you can see how 2 people work best together and where 2 people may have challenges. Here's an example, and I deliberately chose 2 people, my wife and me. And it speaks to how we can communicate best, but it also talks about some of our cautions. Like, I might dominate the agenda, and Daisy's concerns might get overlooked. Or communications between the 2 of us might fail or falter because we're too focused on our individual work. Or I might have a tendency to rush into things, and that might frustrate her because she needs more time to take things in. And this entire chart speaks to the areas where we can work best together, where we can be careful with each other, and it even gives valuable tips so that we know to take care to respect each other's area of control and expertise. Dominance, extroversion, patience, and formality. These are the main areas the predictive index measures. It profiles the self and the self-concept and synthesizes these things together. And it has a series of useful tools to understand others and how best to work together. Now, if you are in an organization that does not have the predictive index, you should ask your manager to try it out. It might be something that you could use internally. We at Content First Marketing, we use the predictive index. We use it at the very beginning of the cycle. And so since we already have it, you should ask for guides on how to work with your peers, your direct reports, your manager. Get those guides and look at them and see how you can best complement each other. I do videos like this all the time. Sometimes they're on business, other times personal development. If you like what you saw, appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, hit subscribe. And if you use another set of tools, maybe something that I didn't mention here, or something in the predictive index that I missed, put in the comments. I'd appreciate to hear about it. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.